Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to your program called Tarot December 2019 Monthly Horoscope. And this is for you coming from Libra. Let me shuffle these cards for a second or two. And the first card that I'm going to pull will be to do with your first 15 days of December. And I'm going to talk to you about your job areas and you coming from Libra. Now, this is not a good card. It says where your job is concerned, financial issues are going to frustrate you, meaning that if you ask for a pay rise, chances are you're not going to get it. And even if you try your luck somewhere else, it's the financial part that will disappoint you. So, job wise, tell yourself not only work for the money, but work for where you are happier. That would be the best way to look at it. Now, about business. And let's see what you for Libra, the card says. It's a card of provocation. So you're being provoked to be competitive in business, to fight other people for perhaps maybe for a new agency, or to compete with somebody. Don't, because I consider this a negative card. So in business, the last thing you want to do is to spend money promoting yourself just to fight the competition. Consolidate, which means look after what you already have. That would be safer for you in business. Don't be pushy. Don't want to let your ego get out of control. So control the passion in you that wants to be competitive. Not for the first 15 days. Don't try it. Now about romance. What about a new romance that you might find for you coming from Libra? Well, if you do find a romance, I would be worried that you'll be getting involved in a fight of some kind because the swords are crossed and everything is different from one side to the other. So the opposite views will happen when you meet this new person in the first 15 days in the form of a new romance. And I would suggest take your time, understand that person thoroughly, study that person's background. Why is this person angry? Why is this person egoistic? Don't give your heart away, take your time. So you're not ripe for the first 15 days of December to enter into a romance as far as I'm concerned. Now, what about an ongoing romance that you might have? How is that going to pan out? Let's see what happens. The ongoing romance, the good side is that financial areas seem to be doing well. But the bad side from this card is that you have a partner who is very dominating and sometimes very aggressive and wants control. Or is it you doing that? One of you is doing that. So that spoils the party. So one of you, well, is you listening to me. So don't dominate. Control your temper, definitely. Don't be pushy. And you will see that it takes two hands to clap. When you don't want to clap, the other hand cannot clap. So things will calm down very quickly. Is it a very negative card? No, but it's not a positive card either, because it seems to allow the ongoing romance to deteriorate a bit. Now, what about, well, let's move to marriage and see what your marriage card says for you for the first 15 days of December. For you coming from Libra. This is a card of deception. So you have to be careful that in your marriage areas, some kind of deception, you will feel it. And the deception could be many things, of course. It could be whether you need the support and you can't get it. Is it financially inclined? Is it emotionally inclined? So you need to look behind the scenes in this first 15 days of December that things are exactly not going your way. Emotional, this card is definitely very emotional. And so look behind the scenes, try and correct the situation where your marriage is concerned. I see some problem. And the problem basically is that either you, due to unhappiness, or your marriage partner, due to unhappiness, maybe just getting involved in something that seems to be treacherous. Okay. Now we will go to the last 16 days of December, and I will talk to you about your job for you coming from Libra. And let's see what the card says. All right. So this is a card that I'm going to talk to you about your area of job and business, let's say. So your last 15 days are not going so well with this card. There's aggression, and there's surrounding you situations which may bring disappointment, or you may feel disappointed because you feel played out. So in the areas of job and business, you cannot expose yourself to such things. In the area of job, be careful, control your temper, and you definitely don't want to upset people. And in the area of business, keep yourself within limits of expansion or wanting to be adventurous. So where money is concerned, job or business doesn't go too well for you. Romance. Let's see what that card says now about your romance. And we'll talk about a new romance possibility. Let's see what happens. It's all about wishing for the moon. And so you're going to be disappointed about a new romance that you really want to chase. The time is not right for you to get what you want. Perhaps it's infatuation only. Perhaps it's wanting to get something you can't. So keep your feet on the ground. Be realistic, be logical, and you won't be too disappointed. Now about your ongoing romance. Let's see what the card says. This is a much better card as far as the ongoing romance is concerned. Two things, since you are listening to me: ego and aggression. Control that, and you will see everything else falls in line as far as your ongoing romance is concerned. This is a card of Venus, which means that love can grow very nicely for you in the last 16 days of December. Now we will talk about marriage. And let's see what the marriage card is going to say for you. Oh, it's a wonderful, beautiful card. It's a card of sunshine. So this is a card that wants to promote love. So to promote it in the last 15 days, why don't you get together with your marriage partner? Have flings, go for a holiday, or plan something surprisingly wonderful, and you'll put new energy into your marriage areas for you coming from Libra. Be careful, only one issue, that when I join all the colors on this card, I get fire. So don't be aggressive, take the soft approach, and you will do much, much better. Now we're going to go to your lucky ages. Some lucky ages are going to have a wonderful time in the whole month of December in all areas of life or in any area of your life. So let's see what your lucky ages for Libra are going to be. Okay, from this card, I'm going to choose these ages. The ages of 24, 33, 42, 51, 60, 69, 78, or 87. If you have any of these ages, you're going to be one very lucky person, whether in financial areas, job, business, even going to the casino, whether in areas of love, romance, marriage. If you're not of these ages, you will need to have a 90-minute session with me. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 8 or 9 years based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, how they're going to pan out. Now, I'm going to talk to you about, let's talk to you about business. Okay. Well, this is your business card for you coming from Libra. Business is going to be very good, and your lucky dates based on this card, I'm going to say, will be the 6th, the 15th, and the 24th. So whether for business and even apply it to your pleasure, you're going to be very, very lucky on that 6th, 15th, and the 24th. Now we will talk about colors and see what are the colors going to be lucky for you. Well, if you look at the bottom of this card and a bit on the top as well, you'll see the colors turquoise, showing the foundation and having the movement. And so I would say wear plenty of turquoise during the month of December in some form or another. And you'll be opening channels of energy to some wonderful planets. So all you need to do is wear that and you'll be fine. Now we will go to look for direction energy. Well, 9 planets are circulating Earth. So when you look north, south, east, or west, you're going to be looking at some direction or another. And let's see what the card says for you. Well, from this card, this is a card of Gemini. So I'm going to say facing east as much as you can during the month of December is going to inspire you in some way or another. Inspiration can come in many ways. It just means you get lucky. So try to face east as much as you can. Now I have a 90-minute session. And during these 90 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about your next 8 or 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. Now I'm going to give you some super energy from the universe. Your lucky days, your lucky gemstones, your lucky colors, your lucky directions, on and on. And I will show you how to reach that supernatural energy that you have, that I have, that everybody has. And with that, you're going to be extremely super lucky. And I'm also going to show you how you and me together are going to formulate your personal lucky lottery numbers. We'll all do that in the 90 minutes. So send me, and it's going to cost you USD $50 for this 90 minutes. So send me an email to AndyHoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and goodbye.